In this lesson, we will build an intuitive visual understanding of geomorphic indicators of active folding. As folds grow, they deform surfaces, warp rivers, and reshape relief. We will learn to recognize and quantify these signals on the landscape. First, warped and tilted surfaces. Originally horizontal surfaces, like river terraces, get lifted and tilted across a growing anticline. We will draw a cross-section. Then we will sketch terrace levels crossing the fold. We will highlight tilt and show how to estimate uplift as vertical change over time difference. Notice, the terrace lines are no longer horizontal. They rise over the anticline crest. That is surface tilting. If the terraces are dated, we can estimate rock uplift. For example, 12 meters of vertical difference over 800 years implies about 15 millimeters per year of uplift. Second, drainage anomalies. A river that keeps its course across a rising ridge cuts a water gap. Abandoned saddles on the ridge are wind gaps, remnants of older channels uplifted and diverted along a laterally propagating fold. Wind gaps typically get lower in the direction of propagation. This is the Hetzel criterion. We will draw a crest line with a current water gap and older wind gaps, plus a simple plot of decreasing wind gap elevations toward the tip. Here, the active water gap is at the fold nose. Older wind gaps remain upstream along the crest. Their base elevations get lower toward the nose. That pattern signals the direction of fold propagation. Third, stream deflection and drainage density. On a growing fold nose, tributaries can get curved and diverted. Older parts of the fold tend to be more dissected with higher drainage density, while younger tips are smoother with fewer channels. Curved channels near the fold nose and a drop in drainage density toward the tip are hallmarks of lateral fold propagation. Fourth, crest profiles. Along the fold crest, elevation often peaks in the older center and declines toward the tips. A slope break or inflection near the nose is expected for a propagating fold. The crest profile tapers off, and the slope change marks an outward migrating hinge. This signals lateral propagation. Fifth, rivers crossing an uplifting fold often steepen and develop nick points over the structure. We will draw a simple river longitudinal profile with a nick point above the crest. This sharp step, the nick point, commonly aligns with the uplifting fold, reflecting increased incision and gradient. Sixth, basin tilting and geomorphic indices. Tilting can shift divides, producing asymmetric drainage basins. Indices like the hypsometric integral, mountain front sinuosity, and the valley floor width to height ratio help quantify tectonic influence. A higher hypsometric integral often indicates youthful, uplifted terrain. Low mountain front sinuosity and small valley floor width to height ratios are typical of active uplift. Bringing these observations together, geomorphologists compare multiple indicators to infer uplift rates and propagation direction. Landscape evolution models reproduce curved streams, decreasing crest elevations and wind gap patterns, validating these diagnostics. A quick checklist for lateral fold propagation includes 1. Decreasing drainage density toward the nose. 2. Decreasing wind gap elevations in the propagation direction. 3. Decreasing crest relief toward the tip for asymmetric and diverted drainage. 5. Progressively younger deformed deposits. And 6. Decreasing limb rotation toward the tip. The more boxes you tick, the stronger the case for active folding and propagation. In summary, landscapes record active folding through warped surfaces, drainage anomalies, tapered crests, nick points, and tilted basins. Combining maps, dated landforms, simple profiles, and indices allows us to quantify uplift and track propagation, even when faults are blind. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing by sketching these diagnostics on your own. Cross-sections, plan views, and profiles. The more you draw, the more you will see tectonics written in the landscape.